Hello and welcome to How to Get Things Done with Confidence. Today is day 1 and the topic is breaking through overwhelm. I'm Marian Nixon, Positive Results Coach. And my mission is to help people who are not getting the results that they want achieve their dreams. Overwhelm is one of the biggest blocks to achieving your dreams. And today we're going to look at how you can break through overwhelm very easily. Overwhelm is a stress response, and it blocks your brain from thinking clearly. You get woolly-headed, you can't focus, you can't prioritize, you can't see the big picture, and it's really hard to push through that. The antidote is relaxation. And I'm going to teach you some relaxation methods that will calm your mind so that you can think clearly. And they don't take much time either, so they're quick and easy to do during your day to keep you going. The first one is breathing. You've probably heard people who are feeling agitated or distressed to breathe. But what most people don't know is that there's a special breathing technique that calms the mind. And that's what I'm going to teach you now. Before we start, I want you just to check in and see, how are you breathing today? There's no right or wrong, just how are you breathing? So put one hand on your chest, one on your belly, and just notice which hand moves the most. And now I want you to focus on breathing right down into the bottom of your lungs and to see how that feels. Now, fill your lungs from the bottom again, and this time notice how you fill up the middle and then lastly the top. And now we're going to do the relaxation breath itself. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth to the count of 4 in, hold for 2, and 8 out. Because the trick in this is that your out breath must be longer than your in breath. That's the secret to telling your body to relax. So let's try that now. I'll count you through it. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And that is the relaxation breath. You can do that anytime you're feeling flustered, you're not thinking straight, or you're starting to feel agitated. It will calm you down and help you get focused and think clearly again. Now the next technique is emotional freedom techniques, which is a tapping technique. We tap on specific acupuncture points that the research shows calms the part of your brain that is responsible for the stress reaction. So just the tapping will calm your body down. It sends a relaxation message to your brain. In addition to the tapping, we use words that focus on how you're feeling and then how you would rather feel. And although it seems counterintuitive to be focused on the stress feelings, the only way to let them go is to acknowledge them. If you suppress them, they don't go away. In fact, psychology research shows that the emotions that you suppress get stronger, and they'll pop out another time, probably at an inappropriate moment. So whereas if you acknowledge those feelings, it's easier to let them go. So let's do that now. The first point is on the side of the hand, on the fleshy part below the hard knuckle. The next point is where your hair meets your nose. The hair of the eyebrow meets your nose. Then on the side of the eye, on the bone, in the middle of under your eye, on the cheekbone, under your nose, in the groove of your chin, and then for the collarbone point, there is a specific point, but it's easier just to take your whole hand and the top of your index finger, place that along the bottom of your collarbone. That runs along there, and tap across your whole chest. You don't need to fuss about the exact point. The same for under the arm, a hand's width under your armpit. For women, that's where your bra strap is. Tap with your whole hand. And again, on top of the head, this one is optional. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Just copy what I'm doing. And then we'll finish up on the side of the hand again. I'm going to speak slowly so that you've got time to follow what I say. And I want you to say out loud the same words that I use. Even if they're not exactly the way you're feeling today, they are what we call borrowed benefits, and you will still benefit from this tapping. When you do it on your own, you can use your own words. And I will put a script up on the units on the Facebook page, so you can download it for future use and use it as a guideline for your own tapping. Before we start, we always take an intensity check. And between 1 and 10, how intense is your overwhelmed feeling? If you're feeling overwhelmed today, how intense is that feeling now? If you're not feeling overwhelmed right at this minute, think back to the last time you did feel overwhelmed. Between 1 and 10, how strong was that feeling then? And when you think about that feeling, that day, how strong are your feelings? I want you to make a note of that number because we're going to come back to it. So let's start tapping. Even though I'm totally overwhelmed, I just don't know how to cope. There's so much to do and so little time to do it. I accept myself and how I feel. Even though this overwhelm is stressing me out and making me even less productive, I'm okay, and I accept myself and my feelings. Even though I feel like I've got to do this all on my own, and I don't know how I'm going to get it done, there's just more to do than I can do. And I'm okay, and I accept myself and my feelings. I'm totally overwhelmed. I don't know how to cope. I just seem to be getting more and more behind. I keep feeling I should be doing more, and I'm struggling to focus. I'm not thinking clearly. The stress is really getting me down. Oh, I could do with some relaxation. I'm going to start breathing. I'm going to do that relaxation breath that I've just learned and see if that helps to calm my mind. I'm really proud of how hard I work, but gee, I wish it could be easier. I wonder if I've got a story in my head about needing to work hard. I'm open to new ideas, that this could be easier, that I don't have to work so hard. I could do the same amount of work and get it all done in time without all the stress. I'm open to it being easier for me. I'm open to getting clear and allowing creative ideas to come into my head. Recognizing resources that I haven't seen until now. Resources that I perhaps just wasn't open to. I'm open to my own inner resources, to my good ideas, to working efficiently, to getting inspired. Allowing my consciousness to bring new ideas to me so that this whole process gets easier. I'm open to enjoying doing this work again, to really being fired up and enthusiastic. I'm open to be able to do this work with ease. I'm open to letting go of the stress and feeling calm and clear. And now I want to talk to you about some of the beliefs that underlie some of these emotions. Perhaps you believe that you have to work hard, and if you're not working hard, you're not working good enough. Sometimes we just need to let out all those emotions and feelings around things so that we stop making a story out of them. This overwhelm thing, if you believe you have to work hard, you believe that you have to cope, that you're entirely responsible for everything, maybe you are. But maybe there are people around you who could support you or help you in some way. Or maybe there's some internet resources that you could use. But if we have these subconscious thoughts going through our mind, controlling our minds in an indirect way, because we're not always aware of these things, we will stay in that old pattern. So we're now going to do a round of tapping on changing our thought processes. So what is the old story you've been telling yourself, and what story would you prefer? I'm just going to call it a story. You slot in. Is it I have to work hard? Is it I'm not good enough? Is it something else? So let's start. Even though I've been telling myself the story for so long, I accept myself just the way I am. Even though I've had the story in my life for so long, I accept myself the way that I am. Even though I've written the story into my brain, I accept myself and my story. The story I've told so many times, I believe it to be true. It's now stuck in my brain. That's how I know the world to work. It's the way things are done. It's the way things are. I see the story playing out all the time in my life. And that stresses me out. But that's the way it is. If only things could be different. Maybe they could be different. Why, maybe this is just a story. And it's not true. Not all stories are true. Maybe I could see things differently. I'd like to let go of this story. I'd like to create a new story where I can get the things that I want in life with ease. I'm open to a new story, to letting go of the old one and creating the one that I want so that I can have the results that I want in my life. Take a deep breath and let it out. And now we go back and check on your number. When you think about how overwhelmed you were feeling, what's your number now? And I want you to take both numbers and put them into the comments below this video. And then at the end of the week, everybody who has posted their comments every day, I will send you an ebook on how to stop procrastinating. Because overwhelm and anxiety are two of the big things that underlie procrastination. The book includes some tapping scripts, which will help you to tap your way through these overwhelm and anxiety, and how to set new beliefs for yourself. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow when we will be looking at how to calm down anxiety so that you can move forward. Then day 3, we will look at confidence, how to actively build up your confidence. And on day 5, we will sum it all up by looking at how you can help yourself create your own future. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Goodbye.